Let's shift our focus back to the big breaking update. It is Shashi Tharoor, their dramatic entry. We are told with drums and all that Shashi Tharoor is now making his way in to file his nomination paper. So Shashi Tharoor there, one of the top contenders for the Congress party president elections there. After filing his nomination, Shashi Tharoor is now being said that he will be also holding a press briefing at his residence. And this is the development at 24 Akbar Road, where Shashi Tharoor is filing his nomination. Shashi Tharoor will be Shashi Tharoor versus Mallikarjun Kharge, because it is in all likelihood that Mallikarjun Kharge will also be filing his nomination as the others in the race, other leaders in the race. Ashok Gehlot no more in the race. Digvijay Singh no more in the race. Will it now be Shashi Tharoor versus Mallikarjun Kharge? Because Shashi Tharoor has now come to 24 Akbar Road to file his nomination. Thereafter, as the media briefing that he gave early this morning said that he will also be briefing the press in a short while from now. So this is the timing that had been given from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. to file the nomination, as today being the last day. We are looking at Shashi Tharoor also with the list of the proposers there. Let me straight away go across to Samya. Samya joining us live. Shashi Tharoor filing his nomination. Samya.
Maybe not able to hear us, but these are live visuals coming in from the AICC headquarters. Shashi Tharoor there to submit his nomination, and the big question is, will it unite the Congress party or will the precedent hold divide the Congress party? Let's listen in. All right, Samya is back with us in the broadcast. Samya, over to you if you can hear us.
Oh, well, Swati, I can tell you the mood over here is electric at the Congress headquarters. There are senior leaders of the Congress party who have all descended here at the headquarters to beat the proposers for Mallikarjun Kharge. Behind me over here is Mukul Vasi, and a short while back it was Mr. Anand Sharma, Manish Tiwari, Ambika Soni, Ashok Gehlot, who all are present over here waiting for Mallikarjun Kharge to come here and submit his nomination. And while I speak, the formalities of submission of nomination is underway for Shashi Tharoor. Shashi Tharoor is there inside the Congress headquarters office, which has been where the Central Election Authority is sitting over here. He's there to submit his nomination, and along with him have come his proposers and his delegates, and he came with quite a fanfare. He came with supporters, he came over here with Dhol Nagara, and it was like quite a show of strength of sorts when Shashi Tharoor was here to file for the nomination. We are waiting for him to come out, and we are going to get you those live visuals. But in the meanwhile, very, very significant to notice over here is that the G23 leaders, Anand Sharma, Manish Tiwari, Bhupender Singh Hooda, are all proposers of Mallikarjun Kharge and not their colleague Shashi Tharoor, who was part of the G23 as a signatory. That's a significant move over here, where the G23 leaders have decided to put aside all their issues and come forth for a consensus candidate in Mallikarjun Kharge. Nasir Hussain, who is the Rajya Sabha chief, he went ahead and reached out to Anand Sharma, and at his residence were present of the senior leaders of the Congress party, and in a sense he did the outreach to ensure that all efforts are made to ensure that Mallikarjun Kharge ends up being the consensus candidate of the Congress party. That really leaves Mr. Shashi Tharoor with a very, very little scope of winning the Congress presidential election, but this is something that he knew about. It's going to be a contest between the young against the old, or for that matter a Dalit leader, as he is being touted to be by the several leaders over here, that Mallikarjun Kharge is a Dalit leader coming from Karnataka ahead of Karnataka election, is going to give a leverage to the Congress party leader. Mallikarjun Kharge is a leader who's been in public life for over 50 years. He has been an 11-time MLA. He has been a Lok Sabha MP twice. He's an LOP right now with Rajya Sabha. But then what happens to one person, one post? If Mallikarjun Kharge is the Congress president, then he will have to let go of the position of the LOP, which is the leader of the opposition. Then in that event, a vacancy cannot be created. who is going to be the one who will step into the shoes of Mallikarjun Kharge? Could it then be Digvijay Singh, who has now decided not to come forward and file for the nomination for the post of the Congress president? He has decided to bow out in sense of reverence and camaraderie. He's taking one for the team and he's decided to be a proposer for Mallikarjun Kharge. So all these leaders over here has had a consensus. They have spoken to each other and they have re-evaluated their option, because initially they were going with Ashok Gehlot, and we here on Times Now got that exclusive interaction with Ashok Gehlot where I asked him, are you here to be a proposer for Mallikarjun Kharge? He says, not only I going to be the proposer for Mallikarjun Kharge, but I'm
हमारे सबकी ऑपरेशन मेरे साथ रहना चाहिए। तो सर मुकाबला खड़गे साहब नमस्कार जवाब नहीं दे रहे लेकिन नमस्कार करते हुए खड़गे साहब
All right, we're trying the reactions that are coming in, because there was a beeline of all the top leaders from the Congress party there trying to meet Mallikarjun Kharge there, starting with Digvijay Singh early in the morning there. Madhav is also tracking all of those updates. So Madhav, a lot of Dhol Nagada, as Samya has been pointing out, quite a dramatic entry for Shashi Tharoor there today, filing his nomination papers. He is now showing the victory sign.
Well, yes, Shashi Tharoor running about 40 minutes late. He was scheduled to come in at 12:15 here, file his nomination and then brief the media at around 1 o'clock at his residence. But he has just entered about 5 to 7 minutes ago. And yes, what an entry. What a dramatic entry at that. Pretty much the kind of Dhol Nagadas that we see at wedding celebrations or at party offices when political parties win elections. That's the kind of festive mood that we saw with Shashi Tharoor making that dramatic entry. Of course, his supporters in tow, and of course being virtually mobbed by the media as he's made his way to enter the party office from right here on the left side, and in fact walked right through all the way into the AICC headquarters behind me, where he has just filed his nomination. In fact, he's just coming out over there. If you can see those pictures, that's Shashi Tharoor just emerging after filing his nomination. Let's see if we can quickly get in a word with Shashi Tharoor as far as his nomination filing is concerned. Mr. Tharoor, it's going to be you versus Mr. Kharge. What would you like to say about that?
Holding a press conference at 1 o'clock. Come and listen.
That is Shashi Tharoor saying that he's going to be briefing the press at 1 o'clock. And details about what his contest will entail. Of course, another 17 days to go. We know that October 17th is the scheduled date when that voting is scheduled to take place. So, of course, before that, will there be any other more dramatic twists and turns that we will be seeing take place as far as this contest is concerned. And once again, you can see the drums, you can see the Dhol going off as his supporters, Shashi Tharoor's supporters, in fact, exit from the AICC, and in fact, more media personnel at the moment than, and of course, supporters of Shashi Tharoor. He is of course making his way out of the AICC office after filing his entry, and of course will be one of those in the fray as far as the presidential contest for the Congress is concerned. So Shashi Tharoor in fact making that exit at the moment from the AICC right after filing his nomination, and it is going to be Shashi Tharoor versus Mallikarjun Kharge by all means. Today we are expecting to see Mr. Kharge also arrive shortly at the AICC, but very, very significant to see that Shashi Tharoor of course has now filed his nomination. So our contest is more or less certain now, with Tharoor filing his nomination. He will be of course facing off with Mallikarjun Kharge in a short while from now. But will Shashi Tharoor be able to get those numbers? Will he be able to get the delegates on his side? Those are very, very big questions at the moment, given that Mr. Kharge appears to be the official candidate, the candidate backed by the Gandhis, backed by the Congress leadership as it were at the moment. So while Tharoor in a few minutes will be addressing the media at his residence, he is in fact going to be there. He is going to give details about what his action plan from here on is. That Tharoor does enjoy the support of the G23, but certain G23 members are also now going to be nominating Mallikarjun Kharge. They're going to be part of the proposals of Mallikarjun Kharge's nomination as well. So how does that play out? We've seen an outreach this morning with, in fact, Syed Nasir Hussain, who's being seen as some kind of a reach-out measure to the G23, visiting Anand Sharma at his residence. Anand Sharma, of course, a key member of the G23 grouping. Of course, several of Anand Sharma's own colleagues who were originally part of G23 have since left the Congress party. Ghulam Nabi Azad, Kapil Sibal no longer with the Congress. So what will Anand Sharma and the other left over members of the G23 strategy be from here on? This is one key demand that they had, that there should be organizational elections, that there should be a contest as far as the Congress president is concerned. That demand of theirs with this nomination of of Shashi Tharoor to a large extent comes to an end, and of course the entire aspect that there needs to be changed, there needs to be internal democracy, all of those demands that have been made by the G23 are pretty much being met from with this election. But is this going to be an election? Will there be more loopholes in the game? Will there be withdrawal of any of the nominations of those who have already or are likely to file their nominations? All of these are questions. Remember, over the past 3 days, 3 different names have actually been doing the rounds as far as the Congress president is concerned. There was Ashok Gehlot at first, and of course the friction that we saw within the state unit of there between Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot, with Gehlot in fact deciding to drop out as far as the Congress contest is concerned, as far as the president's post is concerned, and continuing as chief minister. We saw a lot of speculation surrounding Digvijay Singh, his supporters saying that he should contest and will contest, and today dramatically the name of Mallikarjun Kharge early morning coming out and in fact surprising many. Many believe that he is of course an ideal candidate from the Congress's point of view, given the fact that he has vast experience, over 5 decades of experience in electoral politics, has won over 10 elections, and in that sense a very ideal person to be leading the party. At the same time, he is seen as a non-controversial figure, someone who's very stable, is not riddled in any kind of factionalism, and at the same time is someone who's a Dalit face and also represents a state that is headed to the polls next year, that is Karnataka. All of these are things that go in the favor of Mallikarjun Kharge, and that is why the party's leadership has decided to back Mallikarjun Kharge for this contest. With Tharoor and Kharge